Hi, my name is Chris. I garden in Zone 4 outside of Minneapolis. Today I'm going to show you how to propagate clematis from taking cuttings, like these here, as well as how well my cuttings did over the year, so you can know what to expect for how long it takes for roots to form, which is one of the problems people usually have when it comes to propagating. You always want to know how long it's going to take. So for my environment, I'm going to show exactly how that worked. And I've taken some new cuttings to try to get some more propagations going over the winter. If you're interested in that, stay tuned and I'll go through that right now. Clematis vines are considered the queen of the flowers because of their huge flowers, at least the ones I grow. The type 2 variety gives me a bloom in June and then again in the autumn. I have long-term blooms. They bloom sometimes from 4 to 6 weeks, if not longer. I've been working on propagating clematis to add more to my collection. I have a full French garden I'm working on and I want to have them growing everywhere. They are so showy. First thing I want to do is add some water to this to loosen the cuttings up in the pot to not overly stress those baby roots that are forming in there. We're going to let that drain out. Hopefully it will help me release the flowers, the vines. Squeeze the pot to help loosen it a little bit. So I had pretty good success. So this one was a firework variety. This was, these cuttings were stuck on August 25th. So it's been about 2 months. So let's take a look. You can see I have some nice growth in some of these. And this is just in pure sand, nothing else. Take the first one. You can see there is roots there. And the root formation is a little different on all of them. I'm going to take these back to my other propagation bed when I'm done, because I'm getting really close to the hard winter. Those are about 1 inch long, so that looks pretty good. There's just a little one. You can see it still has a little root on it. So this container did really well. Again, so this is 8 weeks. You can see what the roots look like. This one has got some callicine on it, but no roots. Again, this one has a little callicine on it, but no roots. I'm going to keep them if they have leaves on them, and I'm going to go stick them back in my other propagation bin. There's some with little roots on them. We're going to go into the dormancy period here, so I don't expect to have any root forming during the dormancy period, but you never know. So that those are the fireworks variety. This variety was stuck in September, so these are only a month into the propagation process. For root formation, I'll give it a little bit of water. Hopefully the roots will loosen up for me. I had one container in the same one of these little squares. I had one of these little pots in the same propagation vessel, and none of them made it because my bin was tipped in such a way that there was water underneath that was pooling, so it rotted. So let's see what we got now. These are, like I said, so these have only been in here for a month. That one, the leaf looks dead completely, so I'm just going to put that in. Probably didn't make it pile. Don't see anything on that one. Nothing on that one. There we go. We got one that's got a leaf on it. That has a pretty good set of roots on it, and that's only 30 days old. When you do propagations, it's kind of hit and miss on what you're going to get. I think some of these cuttings are probably still viable. Now, I will probably go stick them in my next propagation area for the winter. I'm not seeing a lot on these other ones except for I think they have a little bit of callicine. So that's fine. So I will take all of these and I will stick them in my other propagation bed. It just needed that much more time to set roots. But this one here, this is 30 days and it just really looks amazing. I could hardly believe it. So while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and stick some more cuttings. So we're going to do some fresh cuttings. What you always want to make sure you're doing when you're starting out is you want to have everything sterile. So there is rubbing alcohol in this. So now I'm going to come in to the side and I'm pretty much going to be cutting. The one thing about doing clematis cuttings is they're internodal, which means the roots will form, as you saw in my examples, on the end. And I want to take some of the extra leaves off because I don't need them. There's no roots to sustain. So I'm just going to go through here and I am going to cut leaves off. And then I'm going to come back. Let's get this leaf matter out of there. It's my garbage. And then I am going to simply cut right above that node or that leaf junction. And I'm going to just cut all of these and I'm going to come back. This is getting to be kind of new wood and I'm not going to keep that top cutting. And I always reuse things. This is like a yogurt container or something. I put a little rooting hormone in there. So I need a little water, a little rooting hormone, and I'm going to just simply stick them on the edge of the pot. And I'm doing this temporary because I'm going to go stick them in my propagation. And so I need water to make them stick. I could have dibbled it probably, but I found that it really doesn't matter. I stay on the edge of the pot trying to keep the leaves from touching each other. And then I'll move them back into my other propagation bed. Another thing to mention, to create a humidity dome during the summer, I simply had the containers placed in a little Rubbermaid container like this to create a little mini greenhouse. So you don't need a big greenhouse like you see I'm standing in. Just a little one is fine. Just keep them out of the sun so they don't bake. But other than that, it worked really good. So if this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. Also consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our other great videos. If you like propagation videos, check this playlist next. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.